Peace and power. Oh, I should always put on my lip chat first. I be tripping. Really, I'm just like super sleepy. Peace and power. Alright, sorry. Oh, there go my lip chat. Oh, my back. When you doing all that and it's traffic, that's what you get. That's what you get. Look at them brakes. Okay, so I don't know if anybody's here. Of course, can't count on YouTube to count the people. So peace and power to everybody. It is Friday. Oh, should I get off this expressway? Um, I come here. I should have rolled up there to talk to y'all. Um, just about stuff, you know. Now I'm finished chewing. I had me two soft peppermints. I know that's kind of ratchet, but you know, sometimes, you know, it is what it is. Nah. I wanted to talk to you all about energy. Um, you want to protect your energy at all costs. And I have to let I still was looking like I had just got out the bed, y'all. You know, let me reassess and readjust. Peace and power to you. Um, you want to protect your energy at all costs. And I used to think that being around people, you just get what you get. That's not true. You get what you get when you settle. Um, you always want to put quality above quantity. And I say that because what you get as a result of that is like a energy boost. Uh, um, Yesterday was just a normal day, and I was speaking to one of my sisters that I met in Arizona, and when I hung up the phone, I was just blown away because the energy exchange was so freaking high. It was like way up there. So I was thinking about it, and I'm just thinking about all the time I spend with people in general. You know, this was a phone call. I'm talking just spending face-to-face time with people. And I never get that high. And I can say that I do go around people and sometimes I dumb myself down because of, you know, they're not there. What I've come to understand is that this journey is not attached to anybody else's. So sometimes feeling like you're a little more elevated than the next is not to say that the next person will never get there. But you can't force information on people. You can't force people to really dig into who they really are, what they really are, which we are souls having a human experience. Um, Anything else they've told you is just not true. We have people that pass through here, and some people leave prematurely, or and it's not even prematurely. It's really actually right on time. And some people are taken. You know, others take others' experience away from them, and then they're recycled. You never even really die. And I know that's hard to grasp for some people. We spend thousands every year on funerals, caskets, and this is something that I won't be participating in. I've made it clear to everybody that knows me. I don't want to be closed in a box. It's not what I want for my passing through. You can really just put me in the ground and put some dirt on me. If you got to do something, put me in a burlap bag. It's just flesh and bones. It'll never, I don't even care. And people say, well, I don't want a dog to dig me up. Just get over it. Get over yourself. You know, this is just a vessel. That's it. And we spend thousands of dollars. We go into debt trying to pay for funerals. And the reality is, you never really die. So, another thing, and I don't know, this is just random ranting and ranting. Me and my husband were talking about circumcision. And the more I research, the more you realize that this is nothing that has been practiced. As I state over and over again, if you do not study the language, the original language that these so-called religious books, the Bible is really Babel. It's not a religious book. And once you study the language, you see that they have just made some shit up for you to follow. Yeah, sorry. Now, they say that, you know, you're supposed to circumcise, and that this was of a holy tribe, and, you know, the more I realize that at the Council of Nicaea, when they got together and decided to make these religions, decided to take holy writings that they did not understand. They didn't make it all up. It's all good. You know, I'll come back and correct that. I have no problem with that. But as of right now, they made it all up. So we're going around chopping on an infant's penis, and shout out to all the moms if you circumcised, you know, no shade, no tea. But we're chopping our children's penises, and then it brings me to a post or some information I found about Tylenol. When you look on the bottom of the Tylenol box, there's this black strip, which means that it's a toxic chemical. Level A, you know how they classify these drugs and stuff. The black strip on the bottom means Tylenol causes more deaths in the U.S. every year than anything else that's over the counter. That's number one. Be quiet. So then they tell you that you're supposed to give your child Tylenol when they're running a fever. And you can look this up. It's on my Instagram. I shared it today. If you're not on IG, I have no way of sharing it. I don't know what to. Maybe I can. Just let me know. I don't know. Anyway, they tell you to give your children Tylenol, and Tylenol is responsible for chronic kidney failure in children. And that's one of the side effects. And then it says that if you give your child Tylenol after you give them the MMR vaccine, which you should not be giving them vaccines, in my opinion, if you can't pronounce what's on the box, and you haven't researched what's in that needle, there's monkey cells in that needle. Monkey cells, animal cells, aborted fetuses. Why would you want to inject that into your beautiful brand new baby? I don't know. But back to the Tylenol, and then we're going to get into the vaccines too. So it says if you give it to melanated boys after they take the MMR, it's 8 times more likely to cause autism after the MMR vaccine. So they're telling you after these vaccines to give them Tylenol if they catch a fever. These people have put a hit out on your children. And what's funny is, and it's really not funny, it's really sad, but you have to laugh to keep from crying. What's funny is you still take your kids into these offices, to these doctors that have went to school to practice medicine. They're practicing on you. And I am not a medical doctor, nor am I qualified to give medical advice. Let me put that out there. That's my disclaimer. But you really should read more. Y'all, everybody got an $800 phone, and I say it over and over again. You got $1,000 phones and you won't even research. And I don't care what field you're in. You're a nurse, you're a nurse assistant, whatever you do. You all have went to school to practice medicine. That's bottom line. So the education, and you see, why are you in my lane, brother? I just missed my. Let me get over. This thing on truck, it gave me hell, man. Okay. So they went to school to practice medicine. Shout out to everybody who went to school for all them years, and you certified and qualified. Y'all work for the oppressors. No offense, no shade, no tea. That's who you work for, though. These people have tricked you into thinking that you are doing something good for people. Can you give medical advice? Yes. Is it always accurate and solid? No, because these people make shit up. They make stuff up, and you are the target of the makeups. Okay, so we're going back to the Tylenol. So if you're giving your child Tylenol, I just missed the whole damn turn, man. Should I get off? If you give your children Tylenol, same time. I wonder is it traffic this way though? It's Friday. You give your child Tylenol after the MMR vaccine, then you're 8 times more likely to develop autism. We already had the whistleblower come out and say that the CDC, Center of Disease Control, who owns plenty of disease patents, whoever owns the patent is the creator of the disease. Y'all know that. So they own all these patents, and then the CDC, which is a corporation, they're a business. Let me just y'all fuck what I'm tripping about. They're telling you to get your child Tylenol after this vaccine. It's on the box. Y'all don't read the Tylenol box. It's on the vaccine inserts, but y'all don't go into the doctors and ask them for the insert. Y'all don't ask for no information. Y'all just trust what they say and just inject your children with pig fetuses. And, it's too many people researching this stuff. There are actually people who work for these places that refuse the vaccines every year, and it's because they know. They know. So going back to the vaccine, the whole shindig with that, they try to push that since vaccines, disease has been under control. uh, when you look back, they did not have running water. They used to live with their animals in the house. So there was no proper way washing food and all that. There was no proper way. And then even to this day, honey, people just nasty. You still to this day have people that don't wash and clean, People still taking their meat straight out the pack and cooking meat. If you're not washing your meat at this point, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've seen the documentaries, and I came here to just rant about. I binge watched Netflix, and I was like, What the Health, and all these food documentaries, and they were good. The reason why the disease is so rampant is because they didn't have running water. That's common sense. You can research it, but that's common sense. Now, every household has running water, and I'm not saying that water is clean because it's full of fluoride. You should not be drinking it. But don't let these people trick you. You're taking newborn babies and injecting, and I remember like it was yesterday. I had my notebook when I went to have my baby, and I had a birth plan. I went in there with my notebook. I was ready. And so when they asked did I want the hepatitis vaccine, I'm like, he's a newborn. You're talking about something that comes from needles and STDs, and he's a newborn. Like, no, thank you. Then they tried to force on me the vitamin K shot. Talking about his blood clot. And I'm like, well, we're not circumcising, so we don't need the vitamin K. And if you don't know, vitamin K only clots if it is digested by which you can get it from prunes, pickles, stuff like this. If your vitamin K is not effective when they are injected into the thigh muscle of an infant, they are selling you drugs. These are the new drug dealers. So the doctor kept coming back and forth, and he brought me a bunch of information on the vitamin K. No. I said no over and over. And I told him I had did my research. I was trying to respond all nice and stuff, but then he kept trying to push the issue, and I was just like, no. If we're not circumcised, and then if you are circumcised, you should at least wait. The baby's natural immune response, their blood starts clotting 8 days after birth. If you just have to cut the meat off their wieners, just wait, So while you're there in the hospital, you just had a baby, you good inside. I mean, you are woe out. Here they come pushing the drugs and the procedures. And I remember my OBGYN, and he gets no shout outs because you did not deliver my baby and you was mad because I wasn't circumcising. You get 0 shout outs. And when I have my next babies, you will not be the doctor. The doctor that delivered will be the doctor. And the universe is awesome to me. I had a sister, she came in there, and baby, she handled me like a sister supposed to. She was like, look, you finna deliver this baby naturally, and she got that baby out. I was in distress, man. I'm extra dramatic. I just had never experienced that level of pain. It was natural. Yeah. So, another thing, we're not supposed to be laying on no bed having no babies. You're supposed to be up or squatting. You're not supposed to be laying. That's how you end up with all them rips and tears. Ask me how I know. Because you're not supposed to be laying. Your body is not meant to be laying down birthing no child. Don't no other animals and stuff, they don't be laying down with their legs up in the air having no goddamn on baby. Some of this stuff is just common sense. We don't know, so when you know better, you do better. Now, moving forward, the vaccines. So now you have the CDC Used to be 7 vaccines when I was little, maybe 13. Now there are over 240 something vaccines recommended to your children, and all these vaccines have mercury, heavy amounts of mercury, all types of chemicals, preservatives, monkey cells, pig cells, aborted fetuses. All this is in this needle, and you're recommended to give your child 200. It's a recommendation that owns the patents for a lot of deadly diseases. You have the doctors, the new drug dealers pushing the drugs on you. And it's just like one big joke, man. I mean, for real, one big ass joke. And you go in there and you let these people scare you. My next birth, I'll probably do it at home. Because I was... What? Hold on. What? I don't have nothing. I didn't bring no seaweed. You should remember, because that's something you enjoy eating. So you should have remembered to bring you some seaweed. I don't have any seaweed. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so I'm busy doing a video. So yeah, when you get there, you're gonna eat some food. Maybe later. You're gonna eat some food when you get there, though. Okay, so 15A. Oh shoot, y'all. I mean, this ain't working. And then you got choked. Oh, sorry. I forgot the new road rage is running people off the road. So let me calm down, because I don't want my car in the ditch. Even though I'm a certified, I went to driving school. And yeah, you ain't finna run me off the road. I know defensive driving. But anyway, y'all, let these people scare you into injecting all these foreign things into your bodies. In turn, you have all these heavy metals in your bodies, and then you have to worry about decalcifying your pineal gland. Like I said, it went from like 13 vaccines to now over 200 or something. This is a big business. These people are in the business of making your ass sick. You won't even look at the documentaries on Netflix that they have blocked from the cable and the what y'all got, dish, satellite, whatever you got. We don't have none of this shit. I'm not paying to be dumbed down. Like, we don't have cable. We haven't had it in like 7 years. I haven't had it ever. I'll say, for me personally, before family, I have not had cable in like 10 years. When I do want to go and get my Ratchet TV, my friend is so graceful. He lets me use his cable account. I watch my ratchetness, and then I move on with my business. I ain't gonna kick it like I don't watch ratchetness, y'all. I do. But I say all that to say, everybody got a Netflix account, because they getting these accounts away with your telephone service and all that. So you have these accounts and won't even look at the health documentaries. There's one even on there about the C word, cancer. They got the ones on there about them pushing drugs to you, just all this stuff. People researching this and trying to let you be in the know, and y'all don't want to know. Keep on going to the doctors. And I'm not saying if you halfway dead, don't go to the doctor, child. Don't listen to me. But there's a couple of people on a couple of these documentaries that had death sentences, and they recovered by just going into a raw vegetarian diet, or raw vegan diet, whatever you call it. Some of the names and titles, chat. But you really should pay more attention to what is being pushed on you. You should pay more attention to what you're putting in your bodies. If this is just a vessel, you want your vessel to carry you for as long as possible, right? So why not take care of it? Why not? You know. So I recently, been avoiding meat. I'm not gonna say I'm stop eating meat. I'm not gonna say all this stuff. People just be too happy about the wrong shit. Our ancestors ate meat. Don't believe the hype. They ate deer. They ate wild meats, not all these genetically modified things. Chicken is genetically modified creature. It did not exist. I think the dude said on the documentary, like, it just showed up one day. So this is a meat that everybody eats, like plenty of. You should not be eating it. You come out better than you a good old shrimp. And I don't even know if the shrimp was in the ocean, honestly. I had stopped eating shellfish, and then I went to my friend's house and I had a bit and I broke out. So I won't be doing that again. Was it tasty? Yes, it was. But I can't have it, clearly. I don't want to break out in hives eating something. I don't know why it triggered a allergic reaction, because I used to eat tons of shellfish. And when I think back, I'm thinking, like, did it make my mouth itch? Did it make me itch? I just don't remember. But I was craving it. So I said, you know what? I'm going to get me a little bit. And honey, like 10 seconds later, my whole arm, my eczema had done flared back up. So yeah, we're going to stay away from that. Now, I am about to go to a stir-fried place, and I'm going to get me a stir-fry vegetable dish. This will be my first time. It's just one of those things, and I'm just thinking, I would love to have some beef or something, but I'm just not gonna do it right now. I'm gonna focus on cleansing. I'm hoping that these stir-fried vegetables are gonna be tasty. If not, my little feelings gonna be hurt, but it's okay. At least they're vegetables. And I'm trying to think, did I come to share anything else? That Tylenol thing blew me away. And I've never been a Tylenol user. Some people, that's all they use. 21A. Okay, let me get back over, honey. 21A, all right. Yeah, I done missed like 50 exits. But yeah, your child is 8 times more likely to develop autism from taking Tylenol after vaccines. And this is what they telling y'all to do when you leave the hospital. And then Tylenol is responsible for chronic kidney failure. And it was just saying, like, I think it was like 60% deaths every year in the U.S. comes from Tylenol. And it also said that, what else did it say? Oh, after taking any vaccines, Tylenol has been it said the slightest overdose of Tylenol, it could be a tiny little more than you're supposed to give, is responsible for kidney failure, man, in infants and children. That is deep. And I'm just in shock, no lie, because I know people that keep it, they carry it around with them. And then my homegirl, my old homegirl, we ain't homegirls no more. Her baby got the MMR. I told her our babies were the same age. They were both normal kids. I used to share the vaccine information with her. She wouldn't read it or listen. So after her MMR, she gave her baby some Tylenol. And now she believes her baby has autism. And her baby is heavily melanated. And the more melanin, the more that vaccine, the MMR, that's the one that the whistleblower came out talking about. It attaches to melanin. So she, looking for somebody to blame, and you only can blame yourself, especially when you don't read. If you don't read and you worry about your baby being fresh and him having the newest pair of Jordans, or all this other stuff people you worry about, it kind of comes with the territory. Is it sad? Yeah, it's pretty sad, but not sad for the reasons you may think. Not sad because And then I told her, I said, since you vaccinate, I sent her some information, a couple of videos of moms that have been through this. I sent her some information on how to detox the heavy metals out of her baby. So, it'll lessen the chances of autism developing. Do you know she did not watch not one of these videos? This is a college graduated and educated female. And that's what happened. They tricked you into thinking that you're more advanced, and it's not everybody, because some people they get it. But, usually when people go to college, they think they know more than the next. And so you can't receive information from just people who are not college educated. By the way, I went to college. I went to a college for hair. We had to take psychology just to even get into the cosmetology program. I went to college. Now everybody going to beauty school, and but it's a big difference. Went to college. I just went for all them damn student loans, number one, but I just went for the foolery. I wasn't finna be sitting in nothing that I felt like I wasn't gonna be doing all that. I was taking business, accounting. I got out of that because I don't want to be in no building all day. I went and got a bunch of trades. I have a cosmetology instructor license, my cosmetology license. I have my CDL. I'm always working. If I needed to go out here and get me a little gig, I always can do so. But anyway, it's sad that the child has to suffer for the parents' mistakes. And I left the hermit crab cage. We gotta go and get another hermit crab. I think the hermit crab is depressed, and we all agree that maybe he needs some family members, because he clearly, he's been in his coconut shell house now since we had the house, and it just doesn't look like he's happy. So maybe tomorrow, I'm just pissed, and we're gonna tell the people we don't need no cage, really. Hell, we're gonna put that hermit crab in something. Like, we don't need the cage, we just need the crab. I'm not buying another cage. I left the freaking thing. I said to myself, let me slow down so I won't leave nothing. And now we don't even have that. But yeah, we're gonna stop by the pet store. I need to get over my fear of snakes. So I'm gonna go and hold one and see how that goes. I just, something cold, and it just gives me heart palpitations to even think about something like that touching me. But nonetheless, a snake is a snake, and I should not have that fear. This is one of the animals that has survived throughout the ages, and we all are scared of them. It's crazy. Okay, I need to get over. I don't crash my car. Okay, so I think that's it, y'all. I'm just riding and talking and riding. I ain't really talking about nothing specific. Shout out to my Patreon family. Hope y'all checked out that video that I posted on Wednesday, the do-it-yourself soap / body wash. I mean shampoo / body wash. They double. You can use it for both. But if you haven't checked it out, it was posted Wednesday, and like I said, I will have the ingredient information for the next do-it-yourself video, which is the soap. I'll put that up probably tonight. It'll be up before Wednesday, but I'm gonna try to get it up over the weekend so that you'll have the opportunity to get the ingredients that you need for the do-it-yourself soap. So don't forget about that. What else? What else? What else? Don't forget that you can click on my home page. You can donate to me by PayPal, through PayPal. You can also sign up for my Patreon. Also, the link for the website is there. What else? Don't forget to follow me on IG, Twitter. I'm trying to think. I'm not on Facebook. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. To this channel, hell. And welcome to all my new subscribers. There's some new family coming on in. Welcome to y'all. Welcome back to, my YouTube family. We've been rocking now. We almost at 500 subscribers. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being patient for that whole period of time where I wasn't doing any videos. I was just fed up because we started studying the language and it really brought out so many lies that we've been told. I was blown back. Okay, yeah, let's just go on over here. I don't know what y'all got going on. Yeah, I was blown back. I just could not believe that these people lied about everything. And the more you get into the language, the more clearly you can see the lies. And that's what Israel's Redemption, Tanya Moore, that's what she had stated from the jump. That once you learn the language, you can see a lie in everything. That's the type of language it is. It unlocks everything. Your mind even is trying to think a different. Today, me and Ray were talking, and he said what irritates him is that when I was studying, I would find something, and then if he says different, we'll be arguing about whatever I found. And he's like, now I'm coming back saying it was all a lie. He's like, just next time, just, don't be trying to argue down. I'm like, I can do that. I'm just starting to respect more other people's point of view. Because religion will have you arguing people down, and then after you continue to study 2 years later, you realize you was wrong. And that's exactly how it happens. So anything that you're studying, you can share it with people. Don't be out here arguing with people. It doesn't add up. Y'all see, I don't know if my face dry. I left my spray. I just tripped. The spray sitting on the countertop. My friend got some witch hazel though. And do I have aloe vera with me? I hope so. But anyway, y'all, I think that's it. I'm almost to where I'm going. It is 38 minutes in. I ain't seen no comments. I don't even know if anybody's still here. It says 0 people. Everybody left. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just gonna go on ahead about my little business, child. Alright, excuse me. I'm looking all bloated. I should have put on a good bra if I was gonna do a video, but I don't care. I just care because I'm going to sit at my friend's house. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna get some food. He ain't gonna cook for me, and I'm gonna go and sit down. So, peace and power to you, and I am out of here.